Hi and welcome back everyone. Today I'm going to do a little flip through of some pages because the last flip through video was until, I think it was until the 18th of April. So yeah, that's the previous page. So this will start from the 19th of April. Now, I didn't talk in my last video, I don't think, so I just put music over the top. So let me know if you prefer talking or just music over the top. Some people like chatty and some people just want to see the pages without all the waffle that goes with it. But yeah, so this is my first ever journal, just to let you know. This is my first journal. I've done a bit of scrapbooking before this, not loads, just a few years. I've just been doing scrapbooking for a few years. Then I turned my attention to journaling in the past, earlier this year in March, April time. So this is the first ever one. The idea when I first started was that I was going to do like a page for each day. I was going to do a page or two, but it just became too much. I'm so behind with this journal. I mean, I'm only up to what month are we in now? August, start of August, and I'm only doing May pages. So it does become, when you've got a busy life, if you've got a job and children and everything else, it just becomes unmanageable. So for me anyway. So yeah, I decided to do like a page for each date, and then I thought, no, that's too much. So I'm going to have to catch up. Maybe some days where there's not much happening, I'll just put a few days, like 2 days on one page and 2 days on another. So I'll see how I go with that. So yeah, but it's really, I love doing it, and for me it's mainly a creative outlet. I just love using all the beautiful ephemera and papers and things that I collect from my day-to-day life, and washi tape and all the gorgeous stuff that you get in scrapbooking and journaling. So yeah, for me it's a creative outlet. I just wish I had more time to do it. But let's go ahead and have a look. So this starts on the 19th of April, and as you can see, it's a very pink layout, and I think mainly dominated. I think it was because I had the random sweets, and these are one of my absolute favourite sweets. If you didn't know, I'm addicted to sugar, I'm afraid. I am working on it because I'm in my 40s now, so, well, it's not a good thing at any age, but certainly not when you get to your sort of middle age. So, but I love these. They're obviously random and they're really foamy, and well, they're called foamies, but it's kind of spongy, and as it says there, like a fluffy pillow for your mouth, and they really are. Honestly, that is such a good description, and it sells it so well. So I carried on with the pink theme, with the feather, and I think I used a stencil there with some ink, pink ink, that's hard to say. And then, what have I written here? A bit of pink stripy, chevron-y washi tape. So back to work. Oh, must have been after the Easter. Here we go. Noticing my middle age spread more and more. Love random foamies, but not what I need. As I just said, yeah, I need to cut down on the sugar because I am putting on more weight than I used to around my stomach. And then this is an order from fuchsiatree.co.uk, and they do another sort of journal, mainly journaling supplies, I think, and they do beautiful washi tape and little bougie paper pads, and I've just put their card, and that was the bag in which some of the washi tape probably came. So I just made a little pocket and then put some bits and bobs from the order in there. So that was that, and that was the 19th, 20th of April. Then we move on to 21st, 22nd of April. So this is, I used here mainly magazines, so you can get some beautiful magazines. I can't even remember which one these are, but things like Mindful, I'd have to get them out. I really can't remember where these came from, but obviously in those sort of magazines they do absolutely gorgeous imagery and photography, so really perfect if you like to use magazines in your journals. Yeah, so that's that one, and then I just stuck those down, and yeah, a bit of ephemera and stickers. And the next page, 23rd, 4th, see I'm sort of condensing the days a bit into the pages. 25th, it depends what happens on the day and how much ephemera I've got for that day, I suppose. So this is a very colourful page. I love so we tried the Peace Pops Ben and Jerry's, but they weren't much of a hit with us or my boys, so but I did love the packaging, so kind of like your tie-dye hippie image, I love that. And then I've got scrapbook paper underneath. I've got a bit of hidden journaling, so that's one way of doing your hidden journaling. And then the next day, very much, as you can see, Minecraft dominated, obviously to do with my sons playing it for a lot of that day. Next layout is sweets, lots of sweets, and SpongeBob Happy Meal. Now we used some foamy alphas on this page, but I've decided that it's just too much. They need to be like flatter alphas for journaling, because as you can see, this journal is ridiculously thick. It's just really difficult to work in once you get to the latter pages. So yeah, those are just a bit too thick. Scrapbook papers, talking about calorie counting, blah blah blah. Yeah, and then that's just about the SpongeBob meal, and a bit of hidden journaling underneath that I put there. And yeah, my son's obviously had that Happy Meal. Sometimes it's not hidden journaling because it's anything major, sort of majorly personal. Sometimes it's just you run out of space. Again here, so 28th of April, and then on to the 1st of May. So lots of magazine cutouts stuck together, washi tape. I think that's a bit of scrapbook from a scrapbook pad. So yeah, I quite like that one. I started using the washi tape in the seams because it just looks much prettier. They can start to look a bit unattractive, the seams. So washi tape's absolutely perfect for that. Next one is 2nd of May, 3rd of May. Oh, it's my wedding anniversary by the looks of it. I think we've been married, is it 8 years? I think it must be 8 years. I should know, shouldn't I? So that was that. So just washi tape, it's cut out from the magazine. And then on this side, I think those are the magazine cutouts. Then I used some enamel dots and sequins. They always add a bit of pop and inject that colour and texture and pop to the page. And then what I did here was I had some vellum paper, just clear vellum, this one, and I just stuck that on top with some tape, and then over the page you've got some journaling. Quite like that idea. I might do that one again soon. And then where do we go? 4th and 5th of May. So, talking about my sinuses, now I suffer with really bad, really chronic sinusitis. It every single day of my life, it affects me, I would say, since having my second child for some reason. So I don't know if it's hormonal or what, but God, do I suffer with my sinuses. I wake up and it feels like I've had 2 bottles of wine the night before, like this major headache, and I feel sick, and oh my gosh. So this medication is what really helps me. It's only £1 from Sainsbury's, but for some reason this works really well for me. Yeah, so that's why I put that one in. Some journaling underneath. Papermate, I must have got some new pens. And then scrapbook paper, washi tape, bits and bobs. Oh, I talked about watching The Bates Motel. Absolutely brilliant series. Loved it. But it's, you know, it's pretty dark, but there's a bit of comedy in it as well. And I fell in love with, what's his name? Sheriff Romero, played by, oh, what's his name? Can't remember his name now. Some Spanish Latin sounding name. So let me know if you've watched The Bates Motel. It's on BBC iPlayer. Well, it was. I don't know if it still is. Right, colourful layout here. So got your scrapbook paper in the background, my rainbow washi tape. That going on there. Talking about the music, I absolutely love Portishead. They're a really old trip hop band from the 90s, which I adore. Radiohead, also quite pretty big in the 90s. This is about my husband colouring my hair, and that's the colour that he did it, which is handy, so you remember for next time. I've stopped going to the hairdressers during the lockdown, and then I realised it was so expensive having your hair coloured and stuff that I've not been back. So here we've got a colourful sort of scrapbook cloud, rainbow background. Yeah, and these pages, some of these are on, there's a little tag there. Some of these are on my Instagram page, which I'll link down below. Oh, there you go. I did some journaling on the back. Oh. Right, so then we're 12th and 13th of May. Some packaging, journaling underneath, on top of some vellum paper. Obviously that's a mint cornetto. Yeah, and then with the rainbow background, I've got this rainbow ink pad, and I just like dragged it down the page, and it made a lovely rainbow background. Don't know if it's coming up very well on there, but yeah, I thought I'd try that out. Might do that again sometime. And this is where I've got up to, the 14th, the 15th and 16th and 17th of May. As you can see, the days, I'm getting more days in the pages because I'm so behind. Oh, SpongeBob must have been another Happy Meal. And, oh, again, talking about my beloved vanilla latte. Oh, actually, I've got one on the go at the moment. It's a bit hot at the moment, but just love it. Love latte. Again, it's another thing that I probably should have less of, but there we go. We've all got our things, haven't we, that we rely on. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do anything terribly, you know, terribly sort of awful for my body. Well, apart from sugar, which is apparently very toxic, but I'm working on that. Yeah, so talking about, feeling a bit disillusioned with journaling. I really enjoy doing it. So I must have been just feeling, I wish I could have more time to journal, but I'm so busy. I've got the kids, I've got my job. Yeah, so that must have been what I was talking about. And then, so with here, I used a stencil and did lots of multicoloured dots, which I think is quite effective. So I'm experimenting with new things. I'm progressing, I'm moving on a little bit. Put an envelope on a journal page, which is brilliant for hidden journaling, because then you can get your little journaling card or whatever and put your journal in there, which is a great idea. Oh, there we go. Oh, won't close now. So that's where I've got up to. And let me know if you struggle with your, finding time for your journaling or scrapbooking or whatever, and how you manage it. So I hope you enjoyed those pages. If you have any comments or questions, just let me know below. And I'll leave a link to my Instagram page. It'd be great if you could like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, of course. And I'll see you again next time. Take care, have a great day. Bye.